Hi, I'm JJ. Welcome or welcome back. It's Tag Tuesday again, and this tag is the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy book tag, and I was tagged by book chat with Pat. So Pat tagged me again. So full disclosure, I actually have not read this book yet. It's been on my list to read for a while, but I haven't read it, and I do know enough about it, so I don't think any of these were spoilers for me, although some of them were a bit confusing and I didn't know why they were asked, but I did my best with these questions. Number one, demolishing your house. What book would you look for first to save from demolition? I don't know. I would want to save either books that were gifted to me or books that were signed by the authors when I met the author. So there's a few just more sentimental value ones that I would want to keep. The other question is Vogon Poetry. Quote a poet, a line of poetry, or a lyric that you love. So I am going to use this one to quote one of my favorite songs, Only a Memory by Icon for Hire. And it's the chorus. It's actually where I got my tattoo. It goes like this. I will not bend until I break. How much can one bruised body take? Just not enough to silence me. You're only a memory. I'll scream these words till they come true. Then I will think no more of you. Look back at what I'm going through. This isn't my identity. And so this is one of my favorite bands. Icon for Hire is a woman-led rock group in the United States. And most of them are rock ballads. But what I really like about this band is that they sing about mental illness, anxiety, self-harm, like a lot of the otherwise taboo things that they're trying to get you to understand your pain. And this one is one of the slower ones, and it's about rape. One of her friends had been raped, and this was the song that she wrote for her afterwards. Number 3, 42, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. What is the point? What is the meaning of life? For me, it is empathy and kindness. It's about not just leaving the earth better than we found it, but leaving each interaction with each person that we meet, leaving them better than we found them. And I know that we can't make everybody's day better, but we certainly have the control to not make it worse by treating them with the kindness and respect. And I always try to share as much as possible these thoughts. You are enough. You are valid. I see you. I'm glad you exist, and you matter. Number 4, it's radio beginning. What is your favorite memory and your experience as a listener to the radio? I didn't really listen to the radio a lot, and I still don't. I love music, but I usually find it the same way that I find books. Just looking through listening and finding things that I'm drawn to, and also being recommended. Icon for Hire was recommended in a workout session when I was teaching martial arts to a friend, and he provided the playlist, and a bunch of the songs were Icon for Hire, and I never went back. I just consumed the whole playlist. So I don't really listen to the radio, is my answer to that one. The towel. What book or books would you pack for a holiday? So I would definitely pack something light, probably sapphic romance. That's my go-to for lightness. Um, my go-to authors in that category are Ruby Landers and Ashley Herring Blake. So depending on when the vacation is, one of their new things or one of my favorites that I could reread from them. The Infinite Improbability Drive. Name a fast read. I got 2 of them. Address Unknown, I will forever recommend. Very short, very powerful, and profound. That's by Catherine Cressman Taylor. And the other one is Passing by Nella Larson. And then 7, Don't Panic. Name a book with great levels of tension or suspense. So when I first started reading, I grew up, reading thrillers and stuff. So I read The Women's Murder Club, and then I read a bunch of John Grisham stuff. But I haven't really read specific thrillers lately. One that I did read and enjoyed was Thief River Falls by Brian Freeman. But as for me, thriller, my favorite thriller go-to that I would recommend is actually a nonfiction. It's Endurance by Alfred Lansing. It's about the ship that Shackleton took down towards Antarctica, and they sunk, and it's about that in experience. So my thrillers are more survival. Another great one is Tiger, the tiger, and it's basically a vengeful tiger in Siberia who hunts the people who have hurt him, or who he's taken revenge on them, and he like systematically hunts them down, and that is also a true story. And then there was another one, I'll have to look at the exact title, but I think it was 29th Day. And that was about a grizzly bear attack that the guy who wrote the book, it's his story about surviving an attack. So those would be my suspense or thrillers, nonfiction all the way. Number 8, TV or film adaptations. Pick a book to discuss one or more TV or film adaptations that you know of the book. Pick a good or bad one if it's relevant to the book. So this one I'm cheating because I have lots of this. So Pride and Prejudice, I love pretty much any adaptation that I've watched. Obviously the Keira Knightley version, but I also really enjoyed, and I know I talked about this one before, but there is a Bollywood version inspired called Bride and Prejudice that is a musical and fun and enjoyable. Now, for 2 books that I liked the TV series better than the books, and never actually finished the book series because they were awful. One would be The Magicians. Fabulous show. I could not even finish the first book. And then The 100, which is debatable because I'm obsessed with The 100, but it also, ruined me and broke my heart several times because of how badly it went off the rails towards the end. But it was still so much better than the book. The Sword of Truth series was my foray into fantasy for the first time. Going back, I don't know if I would like it as much because the women characters were not well written. The one queer couple in there, they killed, they buried the gay, killed off one of the one queer characters, and had a lot of sexual assault violence happen to almost every female character, which is really improbable, or not improbable, but more, I guess, problematic. But I still go back to that TV show. It's kind of a comfort show for me. It's called Legend of the Seeker. It's a family, like they basically took a lot of the lighter elements in the show, in the books, and kind of morphed it into this family friendly, cheesy lighthearted version that is enjoyable and bingeable, and just if you're just looking for some ridiculousness to kind of get you through the day, I do keep going back to that. I will say though that The Sword of the Truth is problematic as so much of it is. Still has one of my all-time favorite characters, and that was Nikki. I probably the first character in all of literature that I absolutely connected with and have a very strong emotional attachment to. And then the last one, great adaptation in great book is one of my favorite books, Count of Monte Cristo, and they made an absolutely fabulous TV series in 2023 that I think does the most justice of any adaptation that I've seen. The movie from early 2000s was okay, but since it was a movie, they had to cut out so much. So a lot of it, it just, for a movie, if you didn't read the book, it's fine. But reading a book, it was so disappointing to see how much they had to cut out. And so that is me getting a bit deeper in these questions as probably expected, or if you watch anything on my channel, it's very expected. But I had fun doing this, and I once again will tag Angelina and Saracen. Angelina at Books Do Things to Me, Saracen at Saracen's Salute. I wish I could think of other people on the top of my head, but if I go through and see if anyone else has done this tag or not, I might tag a couple of people as well, but those were the first ones that came to me. But I had fun doing this, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you, and have a great day.